Overhead press is a really fun full body workout that you are primarily going to feel in your shoulders, your arms, and your abdominals. So you can see we're setting up the equipment. We want to make sure that we put the rack so that the barbell will be below our collarbones. This is important because we don't want to strain our wrist getting in and out of the exercise because your shoulders and core are going to be able to do a whole lot more than what your wrist can do. So the first thing we do is put our index finger and our thumb together, and we put the outermost edge of our index finger at the beginning of the knurl. And then we look at where the outermost part of our middle finger is, and then we grip it right next to that middle finger. That way our hands are pretty much right outside the shoulders. It's a really comfortable position for most people. When we get into position, I want you to notice how I'm pushing the elbows forward and I have a loose grip so that way my wrists can flex backward and my chest is lifted kind of like a little shelf, and I bend my knees to get under the bar so that when I unrack the bar, it's happening because I'm straightening my legs, not because I'm moving anything in the upper body. We're going to practice the Valsalva maneuver of holding our breath when we're under load so that our spine stays stable. So what we do is we take a big inhale, hold our breath, press the bar overhead, and believe it or not, overhead is the rest position where the bones are all straight in the upper arm. It's there that you're going to take an exhale, take another inhale to stabilize the spine, bring the bar down to the chest, and go back up. Now, when you're in a warm-up set, you may actually get 2 reps holding your breath. We're not going to go so heavy that we're going to pass out or cause a lot of strain and a lot of veins bulging in our body. So this is a very light rendition of the Valsalva maneuver just to create some spinal stability, because we don't want the spine to be slinky like a snake when you're pressing a barbell over your head. Now, I want you to notice how the hips hinge backward. This is because we're creating a seesaw action between the hips and the shoulders. So when the barbell is down on the chest, the hips are pressed forward, and as the barbell goes overhead, we hinge the hips back. This gives us a transfer of energy to really incorporate the full body as the arms are going overhead. Because when we're working with a barbell to do overhead press, we want our body to move out of the way of the bar's path. We don't want to make a half circle as we bring the bar down on the way down, or a half circle on the way up to avoid hitting the nose. The head gets out of the way because it's the torso that's shifting back and forth from the shoulder to the hip. It might take some getting used to, but you'll get it. When you rack the bar, step forward and then bend your knees to lower it onto the rack.